Welcome to Nancy Night. Happy Friday. I am live on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, and I believe also Twitter. So thanks so much for everyone joining me tonight. First thing I would love if you would do to help the Facebook algorithm is to like and give me a heart on Facebook if that's what it allows. Make sure on YouTube you're subscribed. This just helps the Facebook Instagram algorithm. So go ahead and make sure you're liking it. Instagram family, make sure you're liking it. Thanks so much for joining me. Happy Friday. I hope you've had a wonderful week so far. I am here to answer your questions for about the next 20, 30 minutes. And I am happy to answer any questions. I do ask that you be as specific as possible. I ask that during this time, messages from loved ones at home, heaven, which is, it's awesome. But unfortunately, it takes a lot of my energy. And after a day full of readings, a little bit more than I'm willing to do on a Friday night. Unfortunately, where I love helping with lost pets, missing pets, I unfortunately cannot do that. It's one of those things where I think it deserves a lot more energy. So you can always book me at nancymello.com. And this is for Instagram. This is where I'm putting my website on the caption beneath, nancymello.com. So if you go on Instagram, you can see that's where the magic happens. That's where you can see all the behind the scenes stuff. I also go early live on Instagram. So if you ever want to go on Instagram, if you haven't liked me already on Instagram, it is at Nancy Mello Official. Same thing on Facebook. So we are going to go ahead. Let me know, Instagram fam and Facebook fam, where you are watching from tonight. Let me know if this is your first time watching or if you've been watching for a while. I'm going to try not to lean back, so I apologize. We've got New Brunswick. We got NB in the house. Happy Friday from Vaughan, Ontario. I've been watching for a few months. I have a job interview next week. This is Sil. Will I get the job now? Sil, I have been talking to you for a few months now, and I remember your name. And I know that you've had a rough start. And I think, was this the job interview I said you were going to get, or was it the next one? I knew that it was coming up. And did I say August? I think I said August earlier. So let's hope that stays put. I do feel it's like it's coming up in the next couple of weeks. So that would make sense that it's either this one or the next one. I do feel like it's promising. I do want you to not take yourself so seriously during the interview and just relax, right? We've got more Ontario in the house. Hello from Santa Barbara, beautiful Central Coast of California. I am a NorCal native, and I'm sending my love and aloha to California. How is everyone doing tonight? Carrie over on Facebook is saying, I'm looking to adopt a certain dog, Claire, wondering if it might be the right decision. So what I'm hearing for you, Carrie, is I feel like Claire, and this is for Claire on Facebook, I feel like she's a little bit hyperactive, a little bit ADD-ish, a little bit like that. That's not a bad thing. It just means that she's just going to be a little wonkadoodle, which is great. You want a dog with personality. And hello again to you, Carrie. I think she's one of those dogs that's a little nutty, but she's so nutty that you love her. Does that make sense? She's just a little wonkadoodle. And I'm not saying crazy like this, just a little wonkadoodle. But I think it's kind of better. Like, she's going to kind of keep life interesting. She's going to need help with training and definitely obedience, 100%. And making sure you establish yourself as alpha, Carrie. If you can establish yourself as alpha, making her feel safe, I think she's going to be a wonderful fit. And please keep me updated, Carrie, and let me know what you decide. I think it's going to be okay fit. Again, I feel like she's a little wonkadoodle. I feel like she needs some training and definitely making sure you know and establish yourself as alpha. And I think it's going to be great. Gypsy is saying hello from Florida. Cheryl is saying, we put my cat Cruiser down, and I'm so sorry, Cheryl, for your loss of your cat. Unfortunately, I do not connect with past pets or people just during this live show. If you'd like to book a reading, it's at nancymello.com. I think it needs more time and service than just your cat's fine, because that doesn't prove anything to you. That can't give you that connection that you need when you put an animal down. You want, like I talked to 3 or 4 people today, 3 or 4 people that had pets that they just put down, and you want concrete evidence that your cat's still around, right? You want concrete. And unfortunately, I can't give that to you in a 30-second answer. So again, nancymello.com to book. I'm going to go ahead. And Carrie said, thank you. She has the same name. My grandmother who just passed, couldn't help but wonder. I think go for it, Carrie. I think that's a wonderful sign. I think go for it and let us know how it goes. We got Derry saying, will I get positive changes in my nursing career? I think so. I think what I'm hearing for you, this is, and I'm sorry, I'm having to move the computer a little closer because of my back. I think, Derry, I think you need to believe in yourself. This is a message. This is a message of self-doubt, which plagues so many of us. But Derry, I just feel like you have to trust your instincts a little bit more. I feel like you get in this habit of just not trusting yourself and not trusting your own abilities. And the thing is, you're skilled. You know what you're doing. You just don't trust it. So trust it and you'll be great. Recall said, Sil says, recall saying I would get a job within the next month. Will let me know how to come. Thanks again for sharing your gift. Thank you so much, Sil. And let's send Sil all the good job vibes in the next week. We've got Kifitzi. We've got, and forgive me again, I'm trying to read this close without bending my back. Hello, Karen in California. Does Lily like swimming and floating with a pole? I think what I see her doing is dog paddling. So yeah, be careful. What I'm hearing is be careful of the floats. I feel like she'll accidentally pop one. I just hear something popping. I don't know if it's a balloon. I don't know if it's like something in the water. I just hear something popping and it'll be an accident, something popping, or maybe it already happened, but I definitely think she loves the water, but something popping. Nothing's going to happen wrong. Just, I think she'll accidentally pop something pool related. We've got, it's just me, Rose. I have an interview next week. Are you getting any good vibes? Just me, Rose. I feel like this interview is going to be tough. I feel like they're going to give you a freaking hard time. What I'm hearing is don't let them see you sweat. Do not let them see you sweat. You're going to be very uncomfortable. And I feel like they're going to almost purposely give you kind of purposely unnerve you. And that's why I'm hearing just don't let them see you sweat. They're definitely going to kind of try and see if they can mess with you a little bit. Li is saying, does Sunny, my cockatiel, know why he can't fly? Does he understand it, or do you? I just want to make sure I get the question right. I think he understands. I still feel like this as a cockatiel. I feel like he gets annoyed, and I just feel like he's kind of, what I'm hearing about Sunny, your cockatiel, is that he needs more to do. I feel like he gets bored, and I feel like he's kind of being a little self-destructive. If he's picking at his feathers, he's picking at the cage. He's doing something a little self-destructive, and he just needs more to do. So this is for li.lindsay, li.nd, and this is over on Instagram. So just keep us updated on that. I just feel like the cocktail's a little self-destructive, just bored. Mako Baby is saying, hello, sending love from Florida. Will my eldest son-in-law reconcile with his parents tonight? I think so. I just don't think it's going to go as well as I still feel like there's going to be something unresolved. I feel like there's going to be something like that still isn't fixed tonight. By the way, over on Instagram, I have this tips thing for the badges. Feel free, if I answer a question, feel free if you want to send me like 50 cents, $1. I don't care. But that's why you keep seeing the pin thing for tips. So if I answer your question, feel free, because I do this free every Friday night. So just letting you know, whoa, wasn't expecting that. I'll go with it. I don't give a hoot. Attitude. Yeah. I just think, I think there will be some resolution. I just don't think it's going to be everything. Does that make sense? I just don't think it's going to be everything. Kelly is saying, will I get a settlement off my ex-employer? I feel like you'll get something. I don't feel like it's going to be enough. And a Scorpion Moon is saying, I wonder if my dog Piper is happy. I think Piper has a bit of separation anxiety. What I would tell you is definitely keep communicating with Piper. Make sure you're letting them know. Talk to them before you're leaving and all of that stuff. Make sure that you are just continuing to talk to them about when you go and come. Let me answer some questions on Facebook. We've got, can I get a conception reading? So Glossy, does that mean when you're going to conceive? Ask me a conception reading. I'm hearing all these new terms. All I know is like it's a session is a session is a session. So a conception reading, like if when you're going to get pregnant. Devery says, when will I get a remote job? I don't know if you're going to get a remote job right away. I think you're going to have to go to the office. I feel like you're going to have to go in somewhere. Thank you so much, LEG, for buying the first badge. I appreciate it. Sending you love over on Instagram. That helps. Again, just tips, whatever. If I answer your question, I appreciate it. So as far as Devery on YouTube, don't think it's going to happen right away. I do feel like you're going to have to go in. Devery says, I've been applying, but nothing is helped. Nothing's hit yet. I think because I hear because you're going to have to go in. This is Devery on YouTube. You're going to have to go in at first. I don't feel like it's going to be like they're going to offer you something remote. You're going to have to work. And then I feel like something remote will happen, but it's not going to happen right away. Gypsy says, will I ever move out of Florida? I do feel like you'll move Georgia, Alabama. I feel Alabama. What was that term I learned not too long ago from a client? Florabama. Floribama, maybe you'll go north. So this is the Californian trying to use new words on the East Coast. Floribama, I feel like you will go north, or maybe you already live in that little Floribama area. And forgive me if it's a bad word. I don't know. Is Floribama a bad word? If it means something bad, I don't mean to. It's just that little panhandle thing, the panhandle thing of Florida. I feel like up there, but I feel like Georgia, Alabama, you will. And I'm sorry if Floribama is a bad word. I don't know. No offense to Floridians. I love you, Florida. Betty says, I just started my career. Am I going to get new clients this month? I don't know about this month. I feel like October and November is going to be better. I feel like October, November, I feel like September is going to be like what I feel for you is like a trickle, and it's going to kind of trickle down. October, November look a lot like, again, more steady, but it's going to be a trickle. JL is saying, I'm looking for a job and say anything at all. So I think, and I'm sorry, sorry for the extreme close-up on Instagram. I'm thinking for you, what I'm hearing, JL, is that I feel like teaching, you're going to have to go into a different field. Something about going into a different field. I don't know if it's teaching, substitute teaching. I keep hearing teaching with you. I don't know if that makes any sense. If it doesn't, it's just from a crazy psychic. If it makes sense, yay. Okay, but something about teaching, substitute teaching, something in that tutoring, maybe something in that era. Conception, Glossy Style says conception is when I live pregnant. I feel like it's definitely going to happen in the next 12 to 18 months. I do feel like there is some kind of issue if it's endometriosis, or there's something going on to kind of prevent you, or something that's happening to kind of meddle in it. But I do feel like it'll happen. Gypsy says Floribama, not bad. Ask me a specific question to have a specific answer. Stacy says, is the person I'm dating the right one? This is over on Facebook. I think it's the right one for now. Is it going to happen immediately, or is this person like the right one forever? I don't think so. I think they're fun. I think they're a good friend. Thank you so much, Just Me Rose, for buying a badge on Instagram. Jazz Winder says, will Johan reach out to me? No, I don't think he thinks of you romantically. You can send a snap, but we are both Capricorn sun and both friends. I don't think he thinks of you romantically. I'm so sorry. That's just what I get. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong in that sense. Zoe Jane on Instagram is saying, I am contemplating a move to NorCal around the end of the year. Will my mom and my dog Lola still be with me? I do feel like Lola be with you. I feel Lola's going to hang on. I do feel like Lola's going to hang on. As far as your mom, I don't feel like that she's going to be gone, like dead. I feel like she's going to be, I do feel like she's going to be a bit disappointed though. I mean, I do feel that like, she's not going to be happy with you wanting to move, and kind of like, what the hell? Brooke says, do I see you getting married? I do, within like 3 or 4 years. It's a bit down the line. I feel like you still have some growth to do. And I mean, that's kind of what it is. I mean, it's one of those things where I do see you getting married, just not right now. 3 to 4 years out. It could change based on experience and everything, but you know, it happens. Ellie G says, will the vibe at work get better with the new people in the office now? I think so. I think it's going to change things. I don't think it's going to get 100% better. I still think you're going to have those issues. And I think you've asked about that before, but I do feel like it's going to slowly get better. I mean, I still don't feel, LG, like this is your ideal job. I do feel like you're going to eventually move on year or two, but I do feel like it will be getting better. Witching House Emporium. I love that name. It makes me want to go there. This is over in Australia. Says, will my health improve over the next few years? I think so. I think for you, it's listening to your body. And I know that sounds kind of, I always listen to my body, but it's getting more sleep. It's really listening and relaxing. And I think I think you're always going to have those nagging health problems. I feel like you have something autoimmune related, at least one, because you know, autoimmune never really goes in one. But I think it will get better. Woozle is saying, celebrating my 59th birthday today. Or today, I thought it said today, a few weeks. Happy early birthday to you. Will anything good happen in 59th year? Well, the first thing good that's going to happen is you're still going to be here, which is so much more fortunate than some people. I mean, we're talking about 600,000 people in the United States that that have died of COVID alone in the last year. So in that regard, you are very, very lucky to be alive. And that's all, what I try and remember. I know at one point I didn't feel, for whatever reason, maybe because of past life stuff or whatever, that I didn't feel like I was going to make it to 21. And so every year I just try and have that gratefulness. So the good news is, the bottom line is, you're going to be surviving on, you're going to be living on, which is, so grateful, especially considering what we're going through right now with COVID-19. I do feel like it's going to get better. I do feel like it's mind over matter. And I'm going to pull out my old friend Pronoia. Pronoia is the belief that the universe is working in our favor, and believing it's a glass half full approach, right? It's believing that the universe is helping us. When you do that, it's gonna improve, but it's got to be bite-sized. And I tell people this in sessions. Pronoia is not about, one day waking up and just saying, oh my gosh, everything's going to be better, the universe is helping me. No, it's about driving down the road and getting stopped at a stoplight and believing that there's a reason why you're at that stoplight, believing that there's a reason for everything in your life, and trusting that the universe is working in your favor. I mean, I can talk about Pronoia firsthand in the last week. So I've canceled sessions once in my entire, 2.5 years of doing this full time. And that was when I had food poisoning and I literally couldn't get up. And I had gone to urgent care, and there was a 2.5 hour wait on Wednesday. And I remember I was going to cancel all my sessions on Monday because I could not. I think I slept 2 hours on Sunday night because the pain was so bad in my back. And I was going to email everyone, and I brought my laptop to email all of my clients for Monday. And for whatever reason, I decided to call my 10 o'clock client to explain to her, like, hey, this is not what I normally do, but I have to cancel. Turns out she was a nurse. And she was telling me, basically, this is what you can do. This is what you can do. And if I hadn't called her, I probably would have waited at urgent care until, for 3 hours. And it wouldn't have helped because at the time I didn't need an x-ray. It wasn't going to show me anything. But it took the universe knowing that I needed, and so I ended up being able to do all my sessions on Monday. But it just took, and it turned out, I think I had 2 nurses on Monday that ended up being part of my clientele, which is insane because it was just one of those things where the universe was like, it's okay, but you have to believe that. So believe that good things are coming, believe that you are deserving, and it will be. So we've got Fuzlai saying, yes, I believe in it. So just ask the universe to work, ask the universe to keep working on your behalf. Excuse me. CBT, do you see me selling the house? I do. Hopefully by the end of the year, I do think you need some work in the house. It's Mr. Frankie to you. I just love saying your name every week. Thanks so much for joining me again on my show. I just love saying your name. When do I see your son changing jobs? October, fallish. The dreams of a healer is job-wise getting better in Bolivia for me and my husband. Yes, especially coming up. I think people are looking to you for guidance. So keep it up. Queen Drew, it says, apologies if you already answered. Service is spotty. Will I get the house I applied for? Yes. I feel like yes. Message me offline though, Queen Drew. Message me on Instagram and keep me updated. I feel like you will. I feel like you will. So I don't know if you answered. Is there anything good? I literally had like a 3-minute discussion, Fuzlai, on the fact of, yes, your life is going to be just fine and you're fine. It's me, Lori, is saying, will I get a third stimulus check? Is this third stimulus check guaranteed? I do feel like something's happening. Maybe a rebate. I almost feel like it's a rebate check that's coming in. Brittany Amir is saying, is my dog Leo hanging in there with the passing of our Lily? Yes, 100%. Sad, but doing okay. Sarah the K, I've been unemployed for over a year. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to change careers. Not having luck. What should I do? Whatever it is, I'm seeing you work with kids. Either maybe at a daycare, something working with kids. Maybe it's just helping other kids around the neighborhood, something with kids. And I know it's maybe not your dream job, but it's something you can do right now to help other parents. And I'm just feeling something with kids. I keep hearing something with kids. I'm going to go ahead and check the messages on Facebook. Phyllis says, hello. Linda says, I'd love a message if possible from New Zealand. Ask me a specific question to get a specific answer, Linda. Shani says, I'm from Sri Lanka. When do you think I'll get a good job? I I think, and I think you asked this last week, and thank you so much for joining me from Sri Lanka. I love the fact that I have viewers all over the world, New Zealand, Sri Lanka, we've got Canada, we've got Australia. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Speaking of being grateful, I'm so grateful for viewers around the world. I do feel like, and we talked about it last week, but I think you will be getting a job by the end of the year. So just keep at it, keep applying. Will you love it? I don't think so. It's going to be a job, a job. And that's what it is. Sometimes it's just about being able to support yourself and support your family, and you'll get there. Phyllis says, what are your gifts? I feel like you're extremely empathetic, and I think you have a wonderful ear for listening. Kristen says, marriage in the future or just long-term relationships? I think eventually you'll get married. I think it's going to be, a few years out, five years out at least. I think almost for you, Kristen, I feel like you're afraid of long-term commitment. You're afraid of marriage. And I don't know if something has happened in the past where you've talked about getting married and something happened, but I do feel like you'll get married. But I think for you, what I'm hearing is to let go of that fear of a commitment, of that fear of getting hurt, because we're all going to get hurt. I mean, my husband could tell me tomorrow that he, is leaving me. But that's the price we pay for love. And it's the same thing with pets. It's in friendship, all kinds of love, whether it be platonic or romantic, it gives, we have the ability to get hurt. The more deeper we love, the more chance we are to get hurt. And that's okay, but accepting that. So I really encourage you to not be so afraid of maybe opening up to that. And thank you so much. It looks like Sarah the K just bought a badge. Thank you so much, Sarah. 41's Wildlife says, happy Nancy Night. 41's Wildlife is the one that named this show Nancy Night, because that's what her husband would say. He would say, what are you doing tonight? And he would say, oh, that's right, I forgot, it's Nancy Night. And that's actually how the name of the show came about. And then she messaged me and she said, it's Nancy. It's Nancy Night. We've got over on Instagram, we've got Linda. Linda said, so Linda's asking about her cat that unfortunately passed, named Bobby. I will say that any animal that crosses, I've never met an animal that didn't cross over peacefully. I don't generally do messages from pets and people that have passed over here on the show. It takes a little bit more energy, a lot more energy actually. And I want to try and get to everyone. But I will say that I've never met a pet that hasn't crossed over peacefully, even in the most traumatic of circumstances. Sabrina is saying, can you tell me, this is over on Facebook, can you tell me anything about your love life? I think you have horrible taste in partners. And I'm not trying to be rude, and I'm saying that with all the love in my heart, but I don't BS and I don't mess around. You have horrible taste in partners. I think part of it is you are afraid to be alone, and you are afraid, so you tend to settle very quickly. My advice to you is, I'm going to quote RuPaul. Please say it with me. Everyone that knows I say this at least once a week on Friday nights. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love someone else? Can I get an amen? That's you. Love yourself first, because you settle, and then crap happens, and then it's like, well, what the hell? Well, it's because you are dating people that don't give you that time and that love that you so much deserve. So I'm sending you so much love, Phyllis, and please keep me updated on that journey. We've got a nice little troll over on Facebook right now that's saying, DM me for your reading. I don't know why these trolls never ask me to message me, and they don't offer me a reading. I give everyone readings. I want a reading. Like, I don't understand why these trolls, like, what is their deal with trolls? So I only answer one question a person, and we've got a couple of trolls on Facebook because they just want to keep offering other people readings. We've got, we said, Jessica says, the universe was on my side today with the reading with you, and I hope it continues that way. So Jessica's a fun story. So I had a client overnight that gave birth, and it was for a missing pet, continued missing pet. Their dog has been missing for a few months, and we've worked together a couple times. And they emailed me this morning, and they said, we had a baby overnight, but we'll still do the session because they want help with their missing dog. And I said, oh my gosh, please, like, no, you don't have to Zoom from your hospital room. Let me know when you're free and I will make room in my schedule. So I went ahead on Instagram. I just said, hey, I have this free half hour. Does anyone want it? And Jessica was able to grab it. I believe this is Jessica. I believe this is the right person. If not Jessica, I apologize. But I think this is Jessica. Regardless, it was a great coincidence what happened. Stephanie over in Alaska is saying hello. Hello. This is Cleaver Steph. Meet Cleaver Steph, not Meet Cleaver Steph. Cleaver Steph Clep. It was Cooper Landing Vacations on Instagram. She's joining us on Facebook tonight from Alaska. I think it's like 3:00 there. Are Damien and I over? You're a hot mess. Steph, you are not over. You're taking a break. Steph, let's everyone send Stephanie love over in Alaska. She is dealing with a little bit of heartbreak with her best friend that she has had for years. And I don't think you're over, Steph. I don't think you're over. I just think he's afraid. And I'm sending you so much love. You know, you can always message me offline, and also love to Tinka as you still grieve her. Brittany says, I don't even have to read your questions to say yes. Should I consider the new job opportunity? Yes, 100%. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I think you should go for it. Sharon says, I'm looking forward to your reading tomorrow. I'm looking forward to chatting with you. We've got Astrid saying, I've been employed for a few months. Will I get a good job soon? I don't know if you're going to get a good job soon. And I'm just being honest. I say this with all the love in my heart. I think you're going to get a job that gets you by. I think another job is coming next spring, late spring, early summer. That's going to be better. I think you will get something to tide, and kind of at least not let you homeless, within the next month or two. I think you just need a job. New viewer here, Inez is saying, I've been feeling unmotivated. Will I get my motivation back? Yes, I think you will, but it's going to have to come from in here. I want everyone to realize that you have, here I am, a pulled back muscle. I am still here. And I'm not saying that to feel sorry for me. I'm saying that because every single day we have the capacity to do great things and to change, but we have to make up our mind to do it. We have to trust that our body and our mind are going to do what they need to do. We have to trust that our body is always healing through whatever stress or trauma. And we have to believe that we can do anything we put our mind to. 41's Wildlife over on Instagram is saying, is Phil going to be okay? He's recovering from surgery. Message me offline for that one. Message me offline. Josephine is saying, will my business be successful? Do I think you're going to make $1 million? I don't think so, at least not right away. Do I think that you are going to be profitable? Yes. So welcome over on Instagram. We have got Carrie's Bangles. I always mispronounce your name. Thank you so much for the tip. I heard scratching at my bed last night. This is the Crystal Inclusion, wondering if it was my dog. Yes, 100%. We've got do not cross the bridge, trolls. Oh, that's joking about that. What do I see you doing in September as a job? Hello, my friends. I see you doing, it's like retail, something. I see you working at a counter. If it's not retail, it's something working at a counter. I see you either folding boxes, something, putting something together, something like that. Jenny says, Suki is so scared of the rain. She jumped in the shower with me. What's going on with you, Suki? I feel like her ears are pretty sensitive, Jen. I think her ears are sensitive. You know what you can do? Well, no. I just feel like her hearing is so sensitive. And she's also on high alert because of all the changes. You know what I'm talking about, all the changes. Just keep an eye on her. I think she's okay. But I think she's okay. We got a bunch of amens. We got a bunch of amens over on Instagram. Of course, hello, welcome for everyone joining me on Instagram. And I'm answering questions on Instagram and also on Facebook. We've got, how will my son do with his newborn son? I think his anxiety is going to return. I don't think he can help it. Is it manageable? I think so. I think you're going to have to talk to him though and make sure he knows how to manage it. Shani is saying, will my leg fully be healed? I think you're going to have to do a lot more physical therapy. This is for Shani on Facebook. I feel like it's going to be physical therapy. I think you're going to have to really make yourself a bit uncomfortable. I'm hearing water therapy, water aerobics, if you haven't already suggested it. You need to get it more range of motion, Rom. We've got hello from Eastern Connecticut. I set this up just for this. Thanks so much, Jules, on YouTube. If you haven't already followed me on YouTube and also TikTok at nancy.mello, that's where you can follow me. That's where all my new videos pop up. First is over on TikTok. Tish says, just stop by to send you some love. Thank you so much. Just sending love right back. Jackie says, I finally have my hair fixed and the babies are happier now. And I almost wore my red lips for your mom. That's why I was hearing that red lips. And I was going, it doesn't go with this outfit. And I swear to you, Jackie, I was hearing the red lips. So it must be your mom that was talking to me. If you see me wear lips, you got to blame my client, Jackie, whose mom I've spoken to many times and always loves a good red lip. And I will hear talking about this red lip. We've got Jules saying, why is my puppy Daisy jump out of control, love bite and jump? I can't seem to help her. But she's so big and it hurts and it upsets our visitors. I think she's just overly excited. I think, let me see really quick. I feel like already, Jules, I feel like this is going to take a session. I'm not trying to get your money. I'm just saying, I think this is a little bit more, but quickly, I feel like with her, she says, I can't, what I'm hearing from her when I connect with her really quick is she just says, I can't help it. It's like she, make sure she has plenty to chew, just quickly, Jules, make sure she has plenty to chew on. Make sure she has something to gnaw on. If you don't believe in bones, try and get some of those wood toys, anything like that for her to gnaw on. But if you can set up a session with me, even 30 minutes, we can work on this more in detail. But make sure she has plenty to gnaw on. Sandy says, will my daughter's business survive this pandemic? Right now, I'm feeling, I don't think so. I think it's going to be pretty close. I don't want to say 100% no. I feel like it's neck and neck right now, whether she survives the, not your daughter, the business survives the pandemic. If she doesn't, I feel like it's leading her to the next thing. I do feel like there's something coming, but I almost feel like there needs to be a change in order for her to move on. I just feel like she's almost stationary for a reason, almost stubbornly stationary, and it's hurting her. Carmen says, I've lined up for an interview. Will it go okay? I think it will, honestly. I think they're going to like you a lot. I think you are a natural when you talk in front of people. I think keep it up. Tish says, I've been feeling exhausted. Is there a health issue I'm missing? I am not a doctor, first and foremost. I think if you're feeling exhausted, that can be a lot of different things, from autoimmune conditions. If you haven't already gone in for a physical, definitely go in for a physical and just get a complete, CBC and get, some tests run. It doesn't ever hurt. Worst comes to worst, everything's fine. Amy says, my new dog has been glued to me. Is he adjusting? Okay. I think he's just insecure and he doesn't realize that this is for his forever home. So I think what you can do in your case, Amy, is just working with them and just saying, you're here forever. This is your forever home. You're safe. Isabel says, hello. We have got Jackie says, that makes me smile about the red lips. Awesome. Lainey says, thank you for the tips about my kitty Cleo. Every time I go looking for her, it keeps my hopes up. I've started taking in foster kittens, hoping it will bring good karma, and it helps fulfill my soul. That's all you can do is just make lemons with lemonade. I'm sending you so much love. We've got, and I'm going to answer on Instagram, my friends. Will my son meet a future girlfriend this year? He has a lot of friends that are girls. Does that count? I don't know if he's going to meet a future girlfriend. I don't know if he's going to meet a future girlfriend. Nancy is the real deal. This Drakari Bengal says, Nancy is the real deal. If she doesn't get back to you right away, please remember she helps people all over the world, literally, and she's one person. Be kind, as she has helped my pets. So yeah, I am trying to work with everyone. Why does my dog freak out when someone holds their baby or dog? I would have to know your dog's name. I'm not clearly getting something right away. Shachelle Marcio says, why does my cat Sienna want me to know? Stop picking her up, Michelle. Shachelle, stop picking her up. Stop picking her up is what she's saying. Love you, lady. Oopsie daisy. What is issues think of Zora? She does not like her at all, Dino. Lori says, thank you for the help with Clooney. He just came back from the hospital today. He had arthritis, like you said, and he got his injections. I'm sending you so much, Laura. I'm so glad I could help Clooney. Giving so much love to Clooney. And we've had 3 interviews this week. Do I think I'll get a ping on one of them? I think 1 or 2 of them. 1 or 2 of them is when I'm here. When do I see me rehoming my cat? I don't know what you mean by that. You're going to have to ask something specific, and I'm trying to get to everyone. So if you've already asked the question, I'm going to pass by you so I can answer everyone's question. We've got Lay saying, why does my dog, again, you're going to have to tell me a specific name for your dog. Do you see my mom and sister around me? Okay, again, I'm not going to answer any more questions from people that if I've already answered from you. It's Cameron. Hello, Cameron. Do you think Mazeeks just doesn't want to come home? I think he's just being a pain in the butt. I think he's just being an absolute pain. I still feel like he's alive. He's just being a pain. So Bando doesn't like scared, hurt, scared they're going to be hurt, scared they're going to be hurt is what I'm hearing. And this is for Lay, scared they're going to be hurt. Brooke is saying, is my cat Oliver? I think he says something about he doesn't like the smells. Brooke, this is for Brooke on Facebook. Oliver doesn't like the smells. Thank you so much, saying I'll be in touch. Is my infection going to get better? Again, not a doctor. I would say definitely go to the doctor and check on that. So my friends, and because that's any general guidance, Isabel, go ahead and ask a specific question and I will get you a specific answer. Bluebell is saying, will my sister-in-law move in with her new boyfriend? I think they will. I see it very tumultuous though. So, I mean, take that for what you will. I think it's going to be a little tumultuous. Will they last? That's a different question. I think they are living on the edge. It reminds me of the Aerosmith song, and things may come crashing down a little bit, but just, I think, support and love, and that's all you can do. Do I think Cleo is alive? I do. I'm hearing yes to that. Okay, my friends, I'm going to shut down on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube and Twitter. I'm sending you so much love. Have a wonderful week, and I will